Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of a Nation Wave, and this is day 14 of the December daily draws. It's the midweek point. So let's see what kind of message we're going to get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Star Tarot, followed by an oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle. So let's take our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, today we will go there. And we have the Hierophant. This is all about our spiritual journey. We've been talking about that quite a bit the past few days and how we're moving forward. This is getting the teaching, getting the traditions of our path that we relate to, that are appropriate for our path. And depending on our path, there'll be different traditions and teachings that are relevant to our particular path. Not all paths are the same, but some have some common principles in them, and we need to be learning from those that have gone before us, reading, listening to people, conversing with like-minded people, meditating, reflecting, getting that inner wisdom that's there, and but tapping into that wisdom and teaching that's been around, that's timeless, that's gone before us, and we can, that ancient knowledge, that ancient wisdom, that traditions of different paths, and we can adapt them, those traditions. We don't necessarily need to copy them, but we can learn about them and see what's relevant to us, see what's relevant to our own path, and how we can incorporate it into our spiritual journey. We can shape it how we want to, but we need to at least know, once we know and understand the traditional concepts and see and understand how they work and the basis of them. Once we understand that, we know what we can change, what we can't change, what's an lasting principle, and which ones can at its core be the same but can be expressed in different ways. So we can learn all the different things by examining the different traditions or whatever path we're following, or different paths if we're blending them together into our own unique path. But it's about getting that spiritual understanding and teaching that we're about, in order to be able to forge ourselves ahead. It's that being willingness to sit and to learn. It's having that and also to teach as well in due time, to be able to share our knowledge with others. But we have to have that openness to learn too. All good teachers have an openness to learn more and more. We never stop learning, no matter how much we like get into a teaching role. We never stop being the learner too. And if we ever think that we're an ultimate expert and we don't need to learn anything else, that's when we need to learn the most. And that's where the universe will probably teach us the lessons we need to learn the most. So let's appreciate the knowledge that's there. Let's appreciate the teaching that's there. Let's examine our past. Let's see and understand our spiritual past and what principles we can bring into it to help us to shape it and to move it forward. Okay, so let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Okay, here we go. And we have Mother Mary, which was yesterday's, about that nurture your spirituality, take care of your own path, nurture that path, do what is necessary to nurture it by taking that teaching, by taking that knowledge that you take hold of, learning the traditions. It's one way to nurture yourself in the ever journey you're following. And that will help you grow and help you to apply the principles to your life that will help you grow in all aspects of your life by taking those teachings and knowing how to apply them and how to nurture them into reality in your life. And also you can then help and teach and help and nurture the principles and the lessons in other people's lives, in like-minded people that will perhaps listen to you in your experience. Your own story can be a teaching to others by the way that you live out the principles of your path and how you gain that knowledge. And you can share your experiences, and that may help somebody else that's trying to form and forge their own path in their lives. We can all help one another and nurture one another. That's an important part of it, and that's part of, as I say, that's all the part of learning from one another and teaching one another, so that we can all grow together in our understanding of whatever spiritual path that we're walking. So let's be open. Let's open our hearts. Let's open our inner ears and inner voices to be able to expand our knowledge, and not necessarily just for knowing's sake, but to apply it in practical terms to the path that we're following, to help us grow and to move forward. It's not there just to fill our heads with all kinds of things that we know. It's being able to understand what we know in the way that we can best apply what we know to the path that we're following, to our individual lives, to help us move forward in a constructive and edifying way, to move us forward, to build us up, to see the way forward. So let's get ready for that. Let's be ready for that. Let's be open to that. And the more we do this, we'll see more and more growth in our lives in this way. And that is today's message. Okay, so I'll be back tomorrow to do day 15. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.